Hello friends. Welcome to Animezone Sensei. In this video I will show you top 10 isekai/romance anime where MC is OP and surprises everyone part 4. If you not watch part 1, 2 and 3 then I recommend you to watch those videos too. Isekai romance anime are most popular anime around the world. Number 10. My Next Life as a Villainess. Most people would prefer being the protagonist of a world full of adventure, be it in a game or in another world. But, unfortunately, a certain girl is not so lucky. Regaining the memories of her past life, she realizes that she was reborn in the world of Fortune Lover, one of the games she used to play. Unfortunately, the character she was reincarnated into, Katarina Clays, is the game's main antagonist, who faces utter doom in every ending. Using her extensive knowledge of the game, she takes it upon herself to escape from the chains of this accursed destiny. However, this will not be an easy feat, especially since she needs to be cautious as to not set off death flags that may speed up the impending doom she is trying to avoid. Even so, to make a change that will affect the lives of everyone around her, she strives, not as the heroine, but as the villainess. Number 9. Accel World. Haruyuki Arata is an overweight, bullied middle schooler who finds solace in playing online games. But his life takes a drastic turn one day, when he finds that all his high scores have been topped by Kuroyukim, the popular vice president of the student council. She then invites him to the student lounge and introduces him to the Brain Burst, a program which allows the users to accelerate their brain waves to the point where time seems to stop. Brain Burst also functions as an augmented reality fighting game. And in order to get more points to accelerate, users must win duels against other players. However, if a user loses all their points, they will also lose access to Brain Burst forever. Kuroyukim explains that she chose to show Haruyuki the program because she needs his help. She wants to meet the creator of Brain Burst and uncover the reason of why it was created, but that's easier said than done. To do so, she must defeat the 6 Kings of Pure Color, powerful faction leaders within the game, and reach level 10, the highest level attainable. After the girl helps Haruyuki overcome the bullies that torment him, he vows to help her realize her goal, and so begins the duo's fight to reach the top. Number 8. Yojouhan Shinwa Taikei. One autumn evening at a mysterious ramen stand behind the Shimagamo Shrine, a lonely third-year college student bumps into a man with an eggplant-shaped head who calls himself a god of matrimony. Meeting this man causes the student to reflect upon his past 2 years at college, 2 years bitterly spent trying to break up couples on campus with his only friend Oziu, a ghoulish-looking man seemingly set on making his life as miserable as possible. Resolving to make the most out of the rest of his college life, the student attempts to ask out the unsociable but kind-hearted underclassman Akashi, yet fails to follow through, prompting him to regret not living out his college life differently. As soon as this thought passes through his head, however, he is hurtled through time and space to the beginning of his years at college and given another chance to live his life. Surreal, artistic, and mind-bending, Yojouhan Shinwa Taikei chronicles the misadventures of a young man on a journey to make friends, find love, and experience the rose-colored campus life he always dreamed of. Number 7. Kenja No Mago. In the kingdom of Earlshide, Merlin Wolford was once regarded as a national hero, hailed for both his power and achievements. Preferring a quiet life however, he secludes himself deep in the rural woods, dedicating his time to raising an orphan that he saved. This orphan is Shin, a normal salaryman in modern-day Japan who was reincarnated into Merlin's world while still retaining his past memories. As the years pass, Shin displays unparalleled talent in both magic casting and martial arts. Much to Merlin's constant amazement, on his 15th birthday however, it becomes apparent that Shin only developed his combat skills and nothing else, leaving him with blatant social awkwardness, a lack of common sense, and a middling sense of responsibility. As a result, Shin enrolls in the kingdom's magic academy to hone his skills and mature among other teenagers. However, living a normal life is impossible, as he is established as a local celebrity almost as soon as he arrives. Kenja No Mago follows Shin Wolford's high school life in the capital as he makes new friends, learns about the world, and fights off the various forces of evil surrounding him and his city. Number 6. Zero No Tsukaima. Louise Françoise Leblanc de Lavalier is a self-absorbed mage in a world of wands, cloaks, and royalty. Although she studies at Tristain Academy, a prestigious school for magicians, she has a major problem. Louise is unable to cast magic properly, earning her the nickname of Louise the Zero from her classmates. When the first-year students are required to perform a summoning ritual, Louise's summoning results in a catastrophic explosion. Everyone deems this to be yet another failure. But when the smoke clears, a boy named Saito Hiraga appears. Now Louise's familiar, Saito is treated as a slave, forced to clean her clothes and eat off the ground. But when an unfamiliar brand is found etched on Saito's hand from the summoning ritual, it is believed to be the mark of a powerful familiar named Gandalf. Wild, adventurous, and explosive, Zero No Tsukaima follows Saito as he comes to terms with his new life and as Louise proves that there is more to her than her nickname suggests. Number 5. InuYasha. Based on the Shogakukan award-winning manga of the same name, InuYasha follows Kagome Higurashi, a 15-year-old girl whose normal life ends when a demon drags her into a cursed well on the grounds of her family's Shinto shrine. Instead of hitting the bottom of the well, Kagome ends up 500 years in the past during Japan's violent Sengoku period with the demon's true target, a wish-granting jewel called the Shirkan Jewel, reborn inside of her. After a battle with a revived demon accidentally causes the sacred jewel to shatter. Kagome enlists the help of a young hybrid dog demon/human named InuYasha to help her collect the shards and prevent them from falling into the wrong hands. Joining Kagome and InuYasha on their quest are the orphan fox demon Shippo, the intelligent monk Miroku, and the lethal demon slayer Sango. Together, they must set aside their differences and work together to find the power-granting shards spread across feudal Japan and deal with the threats that arise. Number 4. Hataraku Maou-Sama. Striking fear into the hearts of mortals, the demon lord Satan begins to conquer the land of Isla with his vast demon armies. However, while embarking on this brutal quest to take over the continent, his efforts are foiled by the hero Emilia, forcing Satan to make his swift retreat through a dimensional portal only to land in the human world. Along with his loyal general Alciel, the demon finds himself stranded in modern-day Tokyo and vows to return and complete his subjugation of Isla, that is. If they can find a way back, powerless in a world without magic, Satan assumes the guise of a human named Sadao Mao and begins working at M.G. Ronald's, a local fast food restaurant, to make ends meet. He soon realizes that his goal of conquering Isla is just not enough as he grows determined to climb the corporate ladder and become the ruler of Earth, one satisfied customer at a time, whether it's part-time work, household chores, or simply trying to pay the rent on time. Hataraku Maou-Sama presents a hilarious view of the most mundane aspects of everyday life, all through the eyes of a hapless demon lord. Number 3. Chihiro no Kamikakushi. Stubborn, spoiled, and naive, 10-year-old Chihiro Ajino is less than pleased when she and her parents discover an abandoned amusement park on the way to their new house. Cautiously venturing inside, she realizes that there is more to this place than meets the eye, as strange things begin to happen once dusk falls. Ghostly apparitions and food that turns her parents into pigs are just the start. Chihiro has unwittingly crossed over into the spirit world. Now trapped, she must summon the courage to live and work amongst spirits, with the help of the enigmatic Haku and the cast of unique characters she meets along the way. Vivid and intriguing, Chihiro no Kamikakushi tells the story of Chihiro's journey through an unfamiliar world as she strives to save her parents and return home. Number 2. Re-Zero Kara Hajimeru Isekai Seikatsu. When Subaru Natsuki leaves the convenience store, the last thing he expects is to be wrenched from his everyday life and dropped into a fantasy world. Things aren't looking good for the bewildered teenager. However, not long after his arrival, he is attacked by some thugs. Armed with only a bag of groceries and a now useless cell phone, he is quickly beaten to a pulp. Fortunately, a mysterious beauty named Satella, in hot pursuit after the one who stole her insignia, happens upon Subaru and saves him. In order to thank the honest and kind-hearted girl, Subaru offers to help in her search, and later that night, he even finds the whereabouts of that which she seeks. But unbeknownst to them, a much darker force stalks the pair from the shadows, and just minutes after locating the insignia, Subaru and Satella are brutally murdered. However, Subaru immediately reawakens to a familiar scene, confronted by the same group of thugs, meeting Satella all over again. The enigma deepens as history inexplicably repeats itself. Number 1. Sword Art Online. In the year 2022, virtual reality has progressed by leaps and bounds, and a massive online role-playing game called Sword Art Online, SAO, is launched. With the aid of nerve gear technology, players can control their avatars within the game using nothing but their own thoughts. Kazuto Kuragaya, nicknamed Kirito, is among the lucky few enthusiasts who get their hands on the first shipment of the game. He logs in to find himself with 10,000 others in the scenic and elaborate world of Aincrad, one full of fantastic medieval weapons and gruesome monsters. However, in a cruel turn of events, the players soon realize they cannot log out. The game's creator has trapped them in his new world until they complete all 100 levels of the game. In order to escape Aincrad, Kirito will now have to interact and cooperate with his fellow players. Some are allies, while others are foes, like Asuna Yuki, who commands the leading group attempting to escape from the ruthless game. To make matters worse, SAO is not all fun and games. If they die in Aincrad, they die in real life. Kirito must adapt to his new reality, fight for his survival, and hopefully break free from his virtual hell.